And unfortunately, in times like these, we often find ourselves...
Unfortunately, in times like these, people quickly find times where I was a hypocrite, and they tweeted at me. Yeah. Unfortunately, in times like these. I mean, what a stupid... You know, it'd be a nice moment for her if she was like, you know what? That was a dumb thing to say a couple of years ago. So that's what Drew Brees thinks of the flag. So my thing is, he throws a fucking football. Now, where everyone's right is Laura Ingraham is fucking total hypocritical phony, where she tells LeBron James, shut up and dribble. But when Drew Brees does it, it's like, well, he has a right to his opinion. I wonder why that is. Too. Like, this fucking phony bullshit. And honestly, like, that's where I see that. And I'm like, well, you know, you can call her, if that's what her take is, if she's telling LeBron James, you shut up and dribble. Just telling Drew Brees you can throw a ball. I am not saying it's race based. I'm actually not, but it's obviously a right left thing. Yeah, sure. I mean, so you know, shut up and dribble, LeBron. But you know, Drew Brees, who throws a ball, is allowed to have his opinion. It's just bullshit.
Now an update on a segment we brought you last night. I expressed concern that New Orleans Saints quarterback Drew Brees was being subjected to withering criticism for answering a question about what NFL protests might look like next season. Now, he said the flag shouldn't be disrespected and that he thinks of his veteran grandfathers and the civil rights pioneers when he hears our national anthem. Now, we noted that Brees also cited his deep Christian faith, which, of course, teaches that everyone should be treated equally and with respect.
Hold on. Oh, except for gay people, right?
Well, they got their marriage. Don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, except for gay people, right? Yeah.
I think it depends. I think there are a lot of Christians who interpret it in the way that you're being critical of. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, you know, I would say to Laura Ingraham on this one, shut up.
Yeah.
Just, you know, shut up and pretend to be a Christian. That's Just shut up and pretend. That's all. But I mean, what a phone. You talk about a phony. She's the biggest phony there is. Biggest fucking phony there is. Go ahead.
His generous contributions to charity. Now, my defense of Brees led to an online chorus of people comparing those comments to previous comments I had made to LeBron James. Now, at the time, James had said that Trump, quote, really doesn't give an F, close quote, about the people. Well, without dwelling on the nuance between the two instances, let me be very clear about what I believe.
Hold on. So what does that mean?
Let's dwell on the nuance.
So that's where, to me, language gets a little dicey. And I'm not, but what does that mean? What does she mean when she says that? That LeBron's stupid and Drew Brees is smart?
Maybe.
I mean, I've heard them both talk. Does anybody think Drew Brees is like smarter than LeBron James?
Not particularly.
I mean, does Drew Brees...
Honestly, it might be a race.
I don't think she's saying the difference between the two people. She's saying the difference between the two comments. One is, I guess, maybe saying, you know, fuck this guy, and the other person saying, I think she's
also cherry picking specific things. LeBron has also said much more than that.
I think she's just making up shit to cover her hypocrisy.
Yeah, she's a fucking...
I don't think she's making like an actual argument here.
What she should just do is own it, because that's what she believes. She believes that Drew Brees is right and LeBron James is wrong because LeBron James told Trump to fuck off. She's a Republican, a hardcore Republican, and she's just a panderer. I mean, this is her business. All right, go ahead. Seems like Opus Dei. Mel Gibson's dad.
Every American has a God-given right to speak his or her own mind on any issue. And I think in order to heal and shed light on gross injustices, our country needs more dialogue, not less.
Well, then why did you...
And we
so
need more
you told him to shut
retribution.
Up! You idiot!
Emotions are hot right now. And unfortunately, in times like these, we often find ourselves...
Unfortunately, in times like these, people quickly find times where I was a hypocrite, and they tweeted at me. Yeah. Unfortunately, in times like these. I mean, what a stupid... You know, it'd be a nice moment for her if she was like, you know what? That was a dumb thing to say a couple of years ago. It was stupid. LeBron, say whatever you want. This is a good time. I was wrong 2 years ago, 3, whatever it was. I was wrong. That was a stupid thing. Imagine if she said that.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I was an idiot.
Yeah.
And I know she wrote a book called Shut Up and Sing. It was about Hollywood actors, and she was basically, but that's different. It is different. Laura Ingraham telling LeBron James to shut up and dribble is different than her telling George Clooney to shut up and act. It just is. We know that.
See, I think that the LeBron segment was probably something that she did herself, and this was probably a canned segment that producers prepared.
Oh,
like the Brees stuff. They were just looking. Oh, here's the headline.
They just jam it at the end. Or
point. Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, obviously, it's all teleprompter reading on Fox.
Wretched.
That clip is the perfect example of what you were saying about the extreme right and the extreme left. Because if you watch MSNBC, they would be saying that. They would telling Drew Brees to shut up. But what Laura Ingraham just said, they would be saying about Colin Kaepernick.
Right.
So it's the same bullshit, just in reverse order.
True. It's true. But that's what I mean. So there's not a lot of places, and I think this is one of them, where you just say, well, that's stupid on this side, and that's stupid on that side. And that seems like, but you can't win, because if you say, I will say, I find the left less flexible than the right on that. Well, we know that. I mean, people on the right will come on and talk to us and converse, and the ones on the left won't. Well,
silencing is always just like Shannon Sharp said he should retire.
It's insane.
Which is just fuck. It doesn't make any sense. Why should he do that?
He shouldn't make a living anymore. I mean, it's just dumb. It's just stupid. And And by the way, the Saints players, if the Saints are good next year, do you think they're going to care like week 6?
No,
of course not.
I don't think the Saints players will care. Well, maybe they will, I guess, but. For the most part, I assume Drew Brees is still the leader of that team.
They might just think
they're going to care week 1.
I just think he's an asshole too.
Yeah.
I mean, that is also life. But what a phony! What a fraud!